Hey friends, a hospital floor nurse tells of how she saw two patients back to back in the same shift, both men in their 40s. The one had a broken foot and he was very upset because he hadn't slept well the night before and it was 8:30 and his breakfast hadn't come yet. The other 40-something fellow, when she came in the room, smiled and pointed out about how the tree outside his window was just beginning to blossom and commented on how just kind and attentive the night nurses were. This fellow was in end stages of stomach cancer. And I think he illustrates very well a line in Philippians that, because I'm ending this series this week, I'm not going to get to, but is a great standalone applicable line for us. It's Philippians 4:8, which goes like this. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about these things. And the scholars point out that these adjectives were basically on the secular list of virtues in Paul's time. In other words, you don't really have to be a Christian to see these things as good. And in commending to us to think about such things, Paul is not urging some, power of positive thinking or think your way to success kind of thing. No, as he writes these lines, he's being detained. He is very aware that he's likely facing a death sentence. The fellow I just cited wasn't denying the reality of his stomach cancer, but he's choosing to not filter out the good in the midst of the really hard things in his life. And the result is that he's encouraged. He has a much happier countenance than his neighbor, who's got the broken foot and the late breakfast. But even beyond thinking on such things, that Paul commends makes us feel better. The more we're focusing on these over time, it has a way of shaping our character. We become people who are more aligned with what's true, what's noble, what's right, what's lovely, and all the rest. And as always, I'm preaching to myself first. Today, there's several things that require my attention that are challenging, nerve-wracking, at least one of them kind of painful. But in the midst of these, what I hear God saying to me, friends, is, okay, in the midst of all that, work toward what is true, what is noble, what is right, pure, admirable, lovely, excellent, praiseworthy. And I just really want to commend the same to you today, friends. Not only is it going to help you feel more encouraged today, but also it's the kind of thing that puts you in the path of becoming more the kind of person that both you and the Lord want you to be. Well, thanks for your time today, friends. Hope to see you this weekend.